You can believe what happened over here, man. Yeah. Real warm out there, and they came in the house. Somebody had you and cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big.
Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cedar Lake Speedway for the World of Thunder Esports League Miller Trucking Street Stocks. I'm Alex Robinson. I'm joined by Trevor Frank, one of those guys, and Brett Wheeler's in the producer chair. Trevor, first time, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm usually on the track, and usually you're yelling about me either dumping someone or throwing a bad slider, so it's good to be in the booth tonight, and good to get some learning experience in with you. Definitely a lot to learn, but hopefully it goes without a hitch.
Oh man, Brett, he's hyping me up to be something good. This is a bad start. He's hyping me up to be something good. Man, now the pressure's really on. But qualifying is underway, and the two of Jamie Massey sits quick. Never mind, Carl Kilgore gonna cut me off as Kilgore goes quick time with a 16.191.
It's crazy to see all the names in here. You know, I raced with a lot of these guys in a lot of different divisions, like the late models. Some guys running sprint cars, as you can see. Alex Bergeron will go 9th quick.
Bergeron 9th quick. So he's got a lot of work to do, but 18 cars in attendance for tonight.
Bergeron's going to win.
Oh, man. 18 cars in attendance. And, well, this should be a quick night. I think 2 heat races on tap. Everyone makes the show. So it's going to be a real good start here at Cedar Lake for these street stocks.
Yes, sir. It looks like the track is working in pretty well, too. These cars are a little wider tired, actually a little more even than the late models, especially on the right side tires. So they are pretty grippy. So when the track gets slick, it really doesn't slow down as much as like something as sprint cars where you got to really pedal it. These things are pretty much full bore for the entire night.
So there's your qualifying results. Carl Kilgore, Jamie Massey, Jordan Gage, Jacob McCoy, and William Hargraves, your top 5 in qualifying and heat race number 1. And your starting lineup for heat race number 1 on the pole for Precision Performance. The 21, it's Carl Kilgore to the outside. The 13 of Jordan Gage.
William Hargraves racing for Dirt Panda Esports, and Eric Scalf for MDM starts 4th.
Starting in the 5th spot, Team ABR Sim Esports, the 12, it's Alex Bergeron to the outside. The 999, Tail Tag and Motorsports, Corey Sibley.
Travis Beardsville will start in 7th. Zachary McCoy from McCoy Brothers Racing starts 8th on the outside of that row, and Jax Jan will take up the back of this field. Alex, I think this is going to be a good one. Bergeron, he's going to move through this field. We know he's just good in everything. A little bit of a hiccup in qualifying is what it seems like, but he's one of those guys that doesn't get the hang of everything he gets into. So I feel like he's going to move up through this one.
Bergeron has a chance here to win this one, but he has competition. Carl Kilgore, William Hargraves. This is a heat race of you have 3 guys who are in the top 5 in points this season, as Carl Kilgore still leads point, Bergeron in 3rd, and William Hargraves in 2nd. So literally your top 3 in points are starting in this heat race, number 1.
And how many are they taking out of this heat race, Alex? I didn't get to see.
I think it's everyone. Everyone. No consolation. 18 cars, 2 heat races. Everyone makes the show.
So they're basically all starting for... They're all racing for starting positions here in this heat race. What do you think, Alex? You think they're going to get a little physical trying to pass some cars now so they don't have to later?
I have no clue. I've learned by these street stocks, you don't know what to expect here. But Jack Young making his season debut late in the season, and to some people, this is their favorite track of Cedar Lakes. Our producer, not so much.
It is. It has to be one of my favorite, just because it's in Wisconsin. Obviously, the home track, the closest thing we have to a home track here.
See, I don't know. Brett Wheeler, I think, likes my home track better than your home track, and that's saying a lot because a lot of people don't like Williams Grove.
Yeah, I'm one of those people, especially when it comes to the fender car side, but it looks like we're about to go green here off turn number 4. Carl Kilgore going to lead him to the green flag. He'll get a good jump on the start, Alex.
Kilgore going to lead us here. Heat race number 1 underway. Kilgore, Gage, Hargraves. That's your top 3 going into turn number 1 and 2. Eric Scalf, who had a real strong run in the street stocks last week, looking to start up in the front row for the feature event. But Kilgore, that 21 machine, is going to lead lap number 1.
Looks like the middle of the track is currently the preferred line, as your leader will prove me a little bit wrong there, running it on the bottom. Looks like they're letting it slide up right to the middle on corner exit, basically just trying to keep it full throttle, as Alex Bergeron has actually dropped a spot here, Alex. Looks like he's struggling early for grip out on the racetrack.
Bergeron in the 6th spot. Well, I think he might be looking just to feel out this racetrack. Again, Cedar Lake, one of the newer tracks, came out the start of 2021. So for him especially, he might not be as more familiar with these cars and this track like Carl Kilgore and the rest of that top 3.
As you can see, nothing has changed in that top 3. Eric Scalf still trying to run down William Hargraves, but right now looks about 1 lane around the middle. If you get out of that, it does not look like there's anything any lower or any higher.
Carl Kilgore, he is still out in front. Scalf is in the 4th spot. You see Corey Sibley there. So right now, if you're Alex Bergeron, you just got to follow what these guys are doing because, again, he's less experienced in these street stocks, unlike the top 5 who have run these street stocks very often. So now it's just one of those. He's going to take some learning tips from them, and it's going to work out for the feature event.
Crazy to think that Alex Bergeron is hanging out and learning from other drivers, as it's normally the other way around, especially when he laps me in the sprint cars, especially at this racetrack. But as you can see now, Jordan Gage going to get a run on Carl Kilgore into turn number 1. I don't know if he's going to be able to make anything happen down the backstretch again. Track seems to be very middle lane dominant right now. You just follow the moisture out.
This middle line looking to be the dominant spot as the white flag is out. Carl Kilgore has been unfazed so far. Will Jordan Gage try and make a move, or will it be Carl Kilgore starting on the pole for the feature event through 3 and 4, the 21 Precision Performance? Carl Kilgore is going to win heat race number 1. Jordan Gage, William Hargraves rounds out your top 3.
Eric Scalf going to get that 4th spot. Corey Sibley, then Alex Bergeron, Travis Beardsville, and I didn't get to see the rest. we are. Zachary McCoy and Jack Sion going to round out the field. You know, for a debut with a series as hard as this, Jack Sion wasn't very far off the pace. It's good to see him join in about 3/4 of the way through this season, and he's been in the sprint cars we've raced side by side. He's got some skill. He's just got to get a little more into the street stocks, it looks. As this will be your Miller Family Trucking Dirt Street Stock Heat Race. Number 2 is Jamie Massey and Jacob McCoy going to be the front row.
Row number 2, Bulletproof Motorsport 73 of Stephen Moore to the outside. It's the 78 of Stephen Radunes.
Bill Miller for Mid-South Dirt Slingers will start 5th, and Donnie Batiste, Mid-South Dirt Swingers as well, teammates on row number 3.
Sage Luther in that 26. He'll start in the 7th spot outside. Corbett Motorsports, the 16. It's Drew Corbett, and rounding out the field, Jeremy Vaughn.
So again, some big names in this one. It's going to be another dogfight. I think whoever's going to get the jump on the start of this one, as long as they can get right to the middle, I think they'll have it pretty much locked in, unless maybe the bottom groove might work in for this one, but we'll have to just see, Alex. As they'll come through turn 1 and 2 side by side, 2 by 2, like Noah led the Animals of the Ark. They'll be coming down the backstretch, ready to get the green flag. Alex, let's take us to the green.
Jamie Massey, Jacob McCoy, again, that is your front row. Massey, another car who has been dominant this season. He's looking to park it in victory lane once more. He has 2 wins this season. Only 2 guys have parked in the victory lane more than once this season. That's Jamie Massey, who starts on the pole here and leads us into turn number 1 and 2. And the other one was heat race number 1 winner of Carl Kilgore. So can somebody else possibly pick up their first win or their second win this season, or will be another Massey Kilgore parking in victory lane?
Looks like that groove has moved up just a little bit enough, and there's a little bit of a slick spot where the first heat was running through the middle, so now it looks like the bottom is actually the place to be. They are still 2 by 2 all the way through this field. Good action, a lot of movers and shakers early in this one.
Jamie Massey, he's out in front. You see all these cars. This is battling for that outside row starting spot for the feature event. But Massey, Moore, McCoy, that is your top 3 right now. You see Sage Luther, Bill Miller battling for the 5th spot. The 26 of Luther looked strong last week as he made a strong run as well in the feature event.
Oh, and the 34 will clip one of them implement tires. He's going to lose a ton of time to the 26 there. Them implement tires are tough. Some of them stick up a little more than others, and if you hit them wrong, it will lift the front of the car. As now you see a good battle coming into turn 3 for it looks like the 3rd spot.
You see that with a low car count, this middle groove is going to be the place to go until that cushion works up. I hope to see this track get a lot slicker throughout the night so we can see multiple grooves come in, but right now it's that middle line being right there against the cushion.
You've got 4 cars under a blanket for that 3rd spot right now, as they are nuts to butts on this front straightaway here. We'll see if the 26 car is going to get a run to the bottom of the racetrack here, down the back straightaway. Not going to be able to make it work, though, unfortunately.
Sage Luther in that 5th spot still. He's right there with Stephen Radunes, and also behind them, Bill Miller still. As these cars have stayed on pace with each other, Drew Corbett is parked, and he'll be done for this heat race event. But here we go, white flag in the air for Jamie Massey.
They're going to make an aggressive move to the bottom. There's going to be a little contact, a little bumping and banging out of turn number 4 to the white flag. 3 cars under a blanket for 1 spot, Alex. This is shaping up to be a good one. As down the back straightaway, we're going to see 2 by 2 off of turn number 4. Jamie Massey going to get that, but who is it going to be in that 4th spot? As they are under a blanket, 4 cars there. It looks like Sage Luther will actually hang on to that. Stephen Radunes, Bill Miller, Jeremy Vaughn, and Danny Batiste, who pulled off, as well as Drew Corbett.
So
that was an intense heat race there at the end, huh?
it's just one. It's going to show up. Here's where we go. Massey, Moore, McCoy, that is your top 3. Luther, Radunes, Miller, Vaughn, Batiste, Corbett. And again, that will line up your outside row for tonight's feature event. But warm-up session, these cars going to get one more feel down for the track, and then it'll be feature time here. And until then, we are going to step away, and you will hear some words from our great sponsors here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for the World of Thunder Esports League Miller Family Trucking, the street stock division here at Cedar Lake Speedway, and it's feature time. And here we go, starting from the back, starting 18th to 16, it's Drew Corbett. To the inside, the 15 of Jack Yon.
Donnie Batiste going to be taking that 16th spot. Zachary McCoy from McCoy Brothers Racing going to be starting in 15th.
Jeremy Vaughn will start 14th, and to the inside, the 109 of Dirt South Motorsports, it's Travis Beerzer.
Bill Miller going to take the 12th spot. Alex Bergeron for Team ABR Esports going to be in 11th.
Stephen Radunes, he'll start in the 10th spot on the inside. The 999 for Tail Tag and Motorsports, it's Corey Sibley.
Bill Miller, I'm on the wrong one, sorry about that. Sage Luther going to start 8th here in the 26 car. Eric Sculf in the 050 car will be taking up 7th.
Row number 3 on the outside, the 14 for McCoy Brothers Racing. It's Jacob McCoy to the inside. The 77 for Dirt Panda, it is William Hargraves.
The Bulletproof Motorsports number 73 entry of Stephen Moore going to be starting 4th. Jordan Gage going to round out your second row in the 13 car starting 3rd.
And on your front row, the 2 for Extreme Savage, it's Jamie Massey. And to the inside, Performance, the 21 of Carl Kilgore. That's going to be one of those you heard Massey a few weeks ago talking. He keeps talking at every podium about running with Kilgore and learning from Kilgore. Now it's going to be one of those teacher versus student starting on the front row. Somebody made the call. There he goes. Now he's going. But here's the discussion at hand, Trevor. Since you're the newbie here, who do you pick to win this one?
You're asking me who I'm going to curse, huh, Alex? I'm going to actually take Jordan Gage for this one, actually. I've been watching the broadcast, obviously, and he has been, so quick lately. And I just think he's got something for him here. In the heat race, is a little one lane, but I think it's going to open up to 2 for this feature.
Dearest producer, who are you picking? You pick Kilgore, I'll pick Massey, and it's going to find out because, ladies and gentlemen, like Brett Wheeler says, it's time to get dirty for 30. Kilgore out in front here as he leads us into turn number 1 and 2. We're going to go 3 wide already with Massey, Gage, and Moore.
Yes, sir. They are racing down the back straightaway. Still 2x2, trying to make it 3 wide. There's the 71 car is going to try to poke the nose. They are still 2x2 as they started this race, Alex. This is going to be a good one. This track is really starting to open up the 2 lanes. As you'll see, the 0 car ducked down to the bottom. They are still 3 wide. Middle, top, and bottom are all viable.
Jordan Gage, he's going to the bottom side of Stephen Moore there. You see these 2 side-by-side battle for the 3rd spot is on. Right behind him, Hargraves now takes over the 5th spot, and he's coming for Moore now. He's coming for Stephen Moore. Jordan Gage, as Gage goes to the inside once more, almost has that 3rd spot.
That 0 car really making that little bit of a short slider line work there. He's driving it right through the middle of the slick, and he is forcing the other cars way higher up the racetrack. He's taking the shorter way and shortening up the corner. The 0 car's got her rolling on the bottom early in this one, Alex. As you'll see, a big slider out of him. They're going to end up 3 wide here. A little shot in the shorts there by the 71 car to the 0. And he's going to try to make it work, and it's going to stick in turn 3. Move the 0 car back up to 3rd.
Jordan Gage takes that 3rd spot back, but here comes Hargraves now. Hargraves, we've seen him do it before. He's on that bottom side. He's going to make it work as he's going after that 4th and 3rd spot right now of Stephen Moore, Jordan Gage. Gage holds on to 3rd right now. Going to slide and keep that nose cut off of the guy in front of him, that's Stephen Moore. So Jordan Gage has the theory here of he's just going to keep right in front of Moore that he can't get by him.
As Moore has nothing to do as the 71 car is still racing to the bottom. Can't even throw a deep slider at him. Otherwise, he would end up getting into the 71 car. Throws a blanket over 3 for 3rd position right now. What a good race up front here. As don't look now, but Alex Bergeron again started 11th. He has made his way up to 8th early in this one, Alex.
Bergeron being one of the only big movers so far in this feature event, but Stephen Moore, William Hargraves, Jordan Gage, this battle is still on for that 3rd spot, but out in front, we haven't talked about it much, of Carl Kilgore still in front, Jamie Massey still in the 2nd spot.
As you can see now, they are getting a little more spread out here, trying to just fall into a groove here as your top 2 of Carl Kilgore and Jamie Massey have not changed. They are 3 wide off turn number 4, back in the pack. That's Alex Bergeron with Eric Sculf and Corey Sibley. It looked like they are under a blanket, 4 or 5 cars racing one position.
As there's Bergeron, McCoy, Sculf, all these guys still trying to get some runs. Bergeron slides up in front of Sculf. He takes over the 7th spot. Sculf going to go to the inside of Bergeron. He's going to return the favor, not so much, as Bergeron gets around out of the corner. Here comes that 999 of Sibley as well.
Bergeron going to send it deep into turn number 3, as now this is your battle on the racetrack. Bergeron trying to find something there. He's sitting behind some of these faster guys, really learning. As you can see, he is picking it up quick, as now they're going to try to go 3 wide again off the corner. This is your race right now.
This battle rages on. Scalf, Sibley, Luther, all these guys battling to stay in the top 10. You see Jax Yon, he started out in the back. He's up 5 spots into the 12th spot right now.
Now, but I think Jax Yon is not done, as these cars are mixing it up in front of him. That has given him a really, really good opportunity to catch up to them, as he kind of started real far back. But now this track, as you can see, Alex, widening out. A little bit of contact off turn number 4 there. Everybody's going to keep it clean and green. But boy, is it getting sketchy out there with some sliders, huh, Alex?
As there goes Sibley up in front. He takes the 8th spot. Don't look. There's Sage Luther now to the outside as Scalf goes to the bottom side. 3-car battle for the 8th spot. As you see Bergeron, he's moving up the field more. He's in the 7th spot going after Jacob McCoy. In the 6th spot, we've stayed clean and green so far as Bergeron holds that inside corner on Jacob McCoy. McCoy on the top side right now looking strong.
Don't look now, Jacob McCoy, but you've got company in the form of Alex Bergeron, the 3-time World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series champion here on iRacing, going underneath Jacob McCoy for the 6th spot. Now he's going to jump back to the top of the racetrack, try to get a run down the back straightaway. Will it work out for him? Alex Bergeron still stays about a car length off McCoy there, as they're both going to go way up the racetrack, almost into the wall, and we'll get back to your battle for the 4th spot, 3rd spot.
Jordan Gage still holds that 3rd spot. There's Hargraves in 4th. But again, there's Carl Kilgore, Jamie Massey. They're still right in front there, only by only a second in front. So Massey, Kilgore, they might have some trouble if the caution would come out. But clean and green, we're over halfway done here. And Gage and Hargraves, these 2 cars battling it out for the 3rd spot.
You have got a Jim Dandy for this 3rd spot right now, Alex, as they are side by side almost every time off the corner, running 2 very, very different lines. To see Hargrave going to dump to the bottom here of the racetrack again, try to get a run on the 0 car, and he'll get a run, but it will be the 0 powering back around the outside of him, as that is how it has been all race. It seems like the 0 gets much more traction off turn 2 and shoots off the corner, but the 71 is just so good on the bottom of turn 1 and 2.
Jordan Gage still up top there. Hargraves going to make that bottom side stick as he gets a run through the mid corner to stay on pace with that 0 of Jordan Gage. Gage, you see, he has to slide up, kill some momentum, as now Hargraves does the same, but Hargraves not far behind there, as only 0.3 seconds behind that 0 of Jordan Gage.
He changes his line a little bit in turn 1 and 2. Don't look now, Alex, but these 2 have been battling all race, and they are currently catching the 2nd place car of Jamie Massey. They have been slowly closing that gap.
Jordan Gage, caution. So caution flag, first one of the evening out here. And something tells me there it is, the 119 of Donnie Batiste. And oh no. You kind of saw that coming from a mile away when you watch it there.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like the car on the top of the racetrack there did get a little loose, just kind of shot down the racetrack. Sometimes when you follow that cushion, it will just rotate the car for you. Sometimes you get tight running it, sometimes it loosens it up there, and Donnie Batiste, unfortunately, with nowhere to go there.
As Drew Corbett and Donnie Batiste get into it. So Donnie Batiste has parked it in. He said, I'm done. He's done for the evening here in the street stocks. We'll see him later on in the action. But here's the restart that we wanted to see. You have Carl Kilgore, Jamie Massey. Those 2 have looked strong up front as we'll be closing in on 10 to go. Kilgore, Massey, that they have not been scathed so far up front with running 1 and 2. But now you have Gage. You have Hargraves. All these guys want that spot. Who's going to go for the win? You have Alex Bergeron now. He is up into the 6th spot so far. So now you have all these points guys battling to catch up to that 21 in the points.
As off turn number 4, we're going to get the green flag. Kilgore gets a great restart there, but still Massey on his tail coming into turn number 1 as they are fanned out all over this racetrack. Alex, 2, 3, 4 wide sometimes through the field.
As you see this battle now, Hargraves had that top side over Gage, so now he's going to use it to his advantage here as he takes over that 3rd spot, and here comes Alex Bergeron. Bergeron right behind, he's going to let Gage. It's now that top line. Oh, Sibley goes around, and caution flags wave. I think that was iRacing might have brought that one out, but man, oh man, we could have stayed clean. We could have stayed green there as Sibley got turned around, as we'll watch it here. Everyone got bunched up because everyone was going right to the top side. And, well, Sibley just going to get a little poke behind there. And there's the bump, and then here he goes around for a little spin. But watch the save as a lot of guys helped him around, and everyone stayed back up. So it would have been interesting to watch that thing stay clean.
Yeah, that 26 car just got in there a little hot and heavy on Sibley, and nothing he could really do there. Looks like there might be mixing it up under caution a little bit about that one, but that's just a racing incident. The top line is obviously dominant right now, Alex, and you do have to get in there very hard to get the car to stick. Otherwise, you'll just end up in the wall and outside of the racetrack like I have done so many times at this racetrack.
Well, you just try and take the wall down wherever you go. I'm not surprised.
It happens. Someone's got to do it.
I've watched it now. I know how this works. You run the top side like there's no tomorrow. Brett Wheeler runs the bottom side. What does BJ Duval do? BJ Duval just
runs the middle.
he runs the middle, and then I'm the one that just goes, I don't care where you are. I'll hit you if you're in my way.
It's funny. Me, BJ, and Brett all had a real good race in the UMP officials the other day, and it was actually that exact same story as we are coming to the green. Carl Kilgore. Still your leader is it looks like Massey's going to hang off a little bit and try to time the start really well, and off turn number 4 Carl Kilgore still gets a good jump, but Massey's with him. Will he try to make a move into turn number 1? No, he will tuck in as Hargraves now to the bottom of the racetrack. That line has really been developing. As you can see, Alex Bergeron carrying the left front around those implement tires, as now he is up to the 5th spot. That is a big mover right there, Alex Bergeron.
Bergeron up 6 spots right now in the 5th. Also, Jack Jan again up 6 spots. He's in the 11th. He's 1 spot from clocking in a top 10 finish here for his debut in the Street Stocks division. And man, you look at the field that he's passed so far. There's a lot of guys who have run every week of the season and have impressed. So for him to go to 11th, it is impressive for him. But Jordan Gage right now, just again, look at this top 4, and then you have Alex Bergeron in the 5th spot.
And it looks like Hargraves there is going to slip the grip on the bottom of the racetrack. It's going to allow Gage to get to the bottom of the racetrack. Will he get physical trying to pass Hargraves, as this has been the story here? Top 3 cars have all been under a blanket for a good portion of this race. Now Hargraves and Gage are going to switch lines here. Is great. Gage is going to try to go to the bottom, but Hargraves still going to power around the top of the racetrack. They're going to make a little contact down the back straightaway. Everybody stays clean and green.
Hargraves not going to give up that top side now, as he knows where that quick line is. He had to battle with Gage throughout this whole race, and we're closing in 4 to go this time. Carl Kilgore, Jamie Massey, Will Hargraves. That is your top 3 right now, and Carl Kilgore looking to win this the Street Stock division here for Miller Family Trucking, and he's inching closer here with a win here tonight. But Massey, Hargraves, they're trying to keep these points close, but they're running 2 and 3.
Zero car going to take a look under the skirt of the 71 there, coming out of turn 2, likes what he sees, goes for more down into turn 3 off turn number 4. They're going to end up side by side. Will he throw the slider on him? No, he'll tuck right back into the top of the racetrack. That is obviously the place to be, Alex, as your 2 first and second place are about separated by about as much as they've been all race, which is about a car length.
Carl Kilgore, he's going to take the white flag. 1 more lap from clocking in his 4th win of this season, but Massey gonna not have that an easy road as he tries to throw a haymaker there. Checks up a little bit. Now Kilgore has learned that move. He's gonna go block the move, and it's gonna be a drag race, but the 21 for precision performance. Carl Kilgore wins here at Cedar Lake. Massey 2nd, Hargraves in 3rd.
And Alex Bergeron from 11th to 4th, a hard charge for Alex Bergeron. Jordan Gage in 5th, Stephen Moore 6th, Sage Luther 7th, and Jacob McCoy 8th.
So we're going to look. So there it is. Kilgore, Massey, Hargraves, Bergeron, and Jordan Gage. That is your top 5.
Stephen Moore, Sage Luther, Jacob McCoy, Eric Sculf, and Jeremy Vaughn. Going to round out your top 10. Good runs for all those drivers.
Bill Miller, Travis Beercher, Stephen Radunes, Jax Yan, and Corey Sibley. That's your top 15.
Corbett, Zachary McCoy, and Donnie Patisse going to round out the field here. 18 cars, Alex. That was a good race. You saw a lot of movers and shakers after this track actually did get to widen out a little bit. Obviously, the wider tires on their cars were really starting to put them down the racetrack.
So here we go, and coming home with the win today, it is the 21 of Carl Kilgore, and you're closing in on this title. 4th win of the season for you, and man, Jamie didn't make it an easy run on you here tonight.
Oh, yeah, man. I can't say any better things about Extreme Savage right now. We've been testing our ass off, and it's paying off.
And now, you know, Massey, we said it in the before the feature event, Massey talks about running with you on a weekly basis. I said this was a little bit of the teacher versus student, but it shows here that your experience and your edge really helped you here tonight, and it looked like you knew what moves were coming through that last restart.
Oh yeah, man. When we race together so much, we kind of feed off of each other when we're racing. We've turned so many laps together on every racetrack on here that you can kind of tell by how good of a run or where he's at, depending on what he's going to do.
Now, you know, another win. This inches you closer with 2 more weeks. We got Lernerville next week, and then the season finale coming up as well. So bring it through here. You know, Dirt Track at Charlotte, Lernerville. All you need is 2 consistent finishes, and you can lock this up. But I guarantee you're going for the win more often than not.
Oh yeah, man. That's always the plan when we come in here. We entered the league to try to dominate it, and I feel like that's what we're doing right now, picking up the most wins. And kind of nervous about Lernerville, but I think Charlotte's the finale. Charlotte's one of my favorite tracks, so feeling damn good about that one. We just got to get through Lernerville first.
Well, we see a lot of sponsors on that machine, and they all have to do some good work and help this team out. So who's behind the scenes there and helping this 21 get to victory lane again?
Yeah, like I said earlier, can't thank Extreme Savage enough, especially Hackney putting this thing together. Got to thank Jamie, and picked up Johnny recently, Johnny Ratley, and we picked up Jordan Gage, and we've picked up a few other guys. We've been testing with them, and they've helped us find some more stuff that we got. I got to thank Raise Energy, SRI, ML Performance, Legitimate Pit Lights. And I got to thank our own little business over here at Kilgore Consulting. We've been helping a lot of folks out. And it's good to represent getting a win.
Well, that is your winner, the 21 of Carl Kilgore.
Looks like next we're going to pull in Jamie Massey, your second place finisher. Jamie, a great race there. You had a good battle with Kilgore that whole time. You definitely didn't make it easy for him. How'd the car feel out there?
I felt good. I just bought VR yesterday, so that was like my 3rd or 4th race on VR. So I really ain't comfortable yet, but it's all right. I guess I had a good car, just not as good as talent as Carl had tonight.
Obviously, next week being Lernerville, and then the week afterwards at the Dirt Track at Charlotte. How are you feeling about those 2 tracks coming up with this points battle?
We'll definitely be good. We'll be really good at Charlotte. Lernerville, anything can happen and probably will happen. So we'll go into it looking for a good run and just take what we're given, I reckon.
And obviously, a lot of sponsors on that car. Just go ahead and run through them and thank who you need to thank.
Oh, yeah, man. I want to thank Extreme Savage, ML Performance, Small Change Design, Lizardlet Pit Lights, Renegade Race Fuels, Raise Designs, and I want to give a shout out to Kilgore Consulting for all the setups. Man, we put in a lot of work to help other people and help ourselves. Another shout out I want to give to Johnny Ratley and Dale Slides for helping me set up my Oculus, and we'll see y'all next week. Thank you.
No problem. As again, that was your second place finisher of Jamie Massey. I feel like we're going to pull in now William Hargraves, who was in 3rd.
Coming home in the 3rd spot for Dirt Panda Racing, William Hargraves, and another strong performance for that 71 machine. And, you know, you had to battle with Jordan Gates throughout that whole feature event.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was a good battle there. It's so hard to pass here with the way the track was and whatnot. You really got to be careful. I mean, I like to race everybody as clean as possible, so it's kind of wait for a mistake or something to get around in there or a restart.
Oh, what? We're going to Bristol next week. Well, you know, now it's going to be another one of those, you know, new track here tonight of, you know, you only had a few months of this track that came out in late December, early January, and now going to Bristol next week. What's the game plan here? Only a week under the belt. Do you have a game plan going into that tough track?
No, I mean, like I said, our game plan hasn't really changed at all throughout the whole season here. It's just come out, race hard, try to have fun, and be as competitive as we can. I mean, we all still got work to do, and we're getting better day by day, but we're just going to keep pushing forward, man.
Well, you got to have a lot of good guys behind that 71H. Who do you have to thank for another strong performance here tonight?
I'd like to start off by thanking you guys for doing the broadcast. I'd like to thank Bill and Jordan for sponsoring this stuff so we can all race and have a good time and have fun. I'd also like to thank my Dirt Panda racing teammates. And then I got to thank Wild Bill's Race Designs and Malm Electric, and also big thanks to Viv's Liquor for all they do for Dirt Panda as well. And anybody else that's watching, there's also a Dirt Panda TikTok. If anybody that don't know about it, go give them a check out and a like or whatever, and check it out.
Well, that is your third place finisher, the 71H of William Hargraves. Well, Trevor, first time getting to watch these Miller Family Trucking Street Stocks. What do you think about this one?
Man, like I said, a lot of movers and shakers through that one. As the track widened out, it seemed like everybody's car just kind of got better. A lot of hard racing there, a lot of bumping and banging, but that is how you race the bang bangers, right, Alex?
As yes, going into Bristol next week. Now that is official. Bristol Dirt will be the track for next week's series of the Miller Family Trucking Street Stocks. But 45 points separate Carl Kilgore and William Hargraves going into 2 races to end this season. World of Thunder Esports would like to thank their sponsors: Mimi's Making in Motion, Warrior Logistics, Miller Family Trucking, DirtFan.com, Grace Productions, Worldwide iRacing, League Association, Envision Custom Graphics, SRW, Rocket Racing Setups, and Dig Setup Shop. Also, UltimateDirtTV would like to thank their sponsors of the World of Thunder Esports League: SRT Australia, Heatwave Designs, FEGPC. I'm missing one, I think. Rocket Racing Setups, and I said World of Thunder. I know I got that one. But, ladies and gentlemen, 410 Sprint Cars are on tap in about an hour time. So until then, Trevor Frank, Brett Wheel in the producer's chair, I'm Alex Robinson. We will see you later here at Cedar Lake Speedway.